Yeah. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. What's poppin', my weebles? It's your boy, Sincere 7, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Austin edition, The Path. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, representing the House of Genesis. I just came in to kick it, talk a little shit. Talk a little shit. Yesterday I was talking some silly shit. Today I'm talking shit, but I'm serious shit. You know? So the Blunts Road, I could jump right into it. Detroit, Michigan. This is for my peoples in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who follow me from anywhere else, you know, you might not care, but you might be entertained. But Detroit, Michigan, listen, y'all. Let me just say, I'm not interested in wasting none of my time. And I hope that you all are not either. Right? And actually, I'm making this because of a current situation. And I was like, feeling like if I address this the way I want to, it's going to be misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? Don't address it personally. Address it as a whole, because that's what it is. And what is that? Basically, Detroit. Let me just explain that. As we know, I've been running the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit for some years now. And we've been public since, I don't know, since right before COVID, 2017, 18, I don't know, something like that. And we've had a lot of individuals come through the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit for assistance with everything from just wanting to do some recreational things all the way into traumatic release and, you know, PTSD and all of these different things. I have put in a lot of years of work with working with my peoples in Detroit. And in doing that, I have started to branch out into other cities and states. And I have been treated with love and support and respect in all of these other places that I go to. Honestly, a lot more than I've received in my home city, which is okay. That's normal. Everybody pretty much gets more love in a different city than they do at home. But my point in saying this is that just because I'm getting love in other places, I have never given up on Detroit. I've never turned my back. I've never been like, fuck it, I'm going to be everywhere else, but I don't care about Detroit. But Detroit, let me tell y'all something. I'm not about to play with y'all, okay? For whatever reason, I have these people in Detroit that feel like it's okay to set up appointments with me and meetings and not make them. And let me just be very clear. I'm not going to do that anymore. I want y'all to know, if you call me and if you text me and say, hey, can I get an appointment? Can I come through? Can I get with you? Can I talk to you? Can I come purchase something? And I say, yes, when? And you tell me when, and I say, come on through. If I don't see you, I'm blocking you. Let me be very clear. I'm blocking you. I don't know. No, I'm not available at all. No. And the reason I'm saying this is I've gotten to feeling some type of way about actually, oh, well, you know, maybe they went through this and maybe they went through that, and making excuses for other people. No, you just didn't give a fuck. No, you didn't give a fuck, and you're not considerate. And I don't like to deal with people who are not considerate. So that's where this is coming from. I had an individual. Let me just tell the whole story. Honestly, this individual and his queen, I literally like them. Like, they are dope people. I like being around. They almost reminded me of, you know what I'm saying, the situations I be in type. So it's like, these my type of people. So one day, me and my chick was cooling, and we was like, yo, we should invite them over, do a little game night, kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. We hit them up. We get them with the, all right, bet, let's do it on this day. All right, that day we get together, get the snacks, get the games, get the this, get the that, set up the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? We waiting like, damn, what that? Okay, well, let's hit them up. We hit them up like, damn, y'all coming through? We still looking for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Something happened. Never got a response. Never got a response that day. Never got a response the next day. About a month later, the same individual texts me, hey, what's going on? Can I come through and pick some things up? Now, in my mind, I'm like, damn, you just gonna pop up and start talking? Like, what happened to the last time we talked? Like, oh man, my fault about last time, but it wasn't none of that. But I'm like, all right, whatever. They didn't come fucking play a game. So what? He's calling to come do some business. All right, bro, I'm here. Come on through. Never showed, never called up, never came through. At that point, it's like, well, come on now, you just being funny now. So, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I blocked that individual on one of my pages. And just like a couple days ago, maybe couple weeks ago, the individual reached out to me again, like, yo, what's up? You available? And it's like, man, why are you playing with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally fuck with you. I like being around you type of shit. But no, you're not gonna play with me. No, you're not gonna be setting me up. It's about, hey, can we come through? And I'm sitting and I'm setting things up, and you never come through. He said, good morning. Morning. You know, so yeah, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. And so I've decided to just stop. Anybody who's a no call, no show, I just immediately block them. Like, because you're playing with my time, you're playing with my money, you're playing with my energy. And I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to accept it. I can still like you and block you, which just means don't hit me on the book. You want something? Come up, show up, pull up. Yeah, pull up. Because my thing is, if you pull up and I'm there, I'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? If you pull up and I ain't there, oh well, you wasted the trip. But you don't want to waste the trip, right? Oh, you want to communicate and then know what to expect so you can pull up and do your business. Me too. I don't think I just be sitting up at the crib waiting on y'all, because I don't. Trust me when I tell you. I don't. So yeah, I just felt like, let me come on and put this out there this morning. Let me say this shit so it can be said. You know what I'm saying? The individuals who need to see it might see it, maybe not. But if ever I need to tag somebody and go back to this post and just tag them, like, I ain't got to say nothing, just tag them on there. When they watch it, they'll understand. And it's been said. And that's why I do a lot of videos sometimes. Sometimes it'd be like, just do them so you'll have them. Boom. And any other time that I feel like this message needs to, I can just share it again. I can just tag a person. I ain't got to go through it again. Listen, I fucks with you, I love you, but you're not gonna play with my time nor my money, you know. So I just had to put that out there, you know. Let's respect people's time. Let's respect their energy. I'm not gonna make an appointment. Like most places, you pay that little deposit, so you make an appointment and you don't show up, no problem. They was paid for their time. So that's what I could have did. Start being like, yo, give me a deposit. You want to come through here? Drop me $100. Whatever you coming for. If you come, and you spend it. And if you don't, then I get that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was only coming to spend 50. Cool. You get the other 50 back when you get here. If you don't, I got paid for you wasting my motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? That's it. Okay. Shit. So yeah, I just had to put that out there. So now that we got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? What we do, we always get the message out and go on to part 2. You know what I'm saying? Anything else I want to talk about? Let me see anything. Oh, for the peoples who are part of the I Am, the intentions and manifestations we have in our first phone call tonight. I'll be reaching out to y'all individually. But oh boy, it's about to get started. It's about to get started. Yes. I'm excited about it. So yeah, that's dope. That's coming. Sacramento, California. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see y'all shortly. Trying to get out there to North Carolina, Atlanta, in the DMV area. So if you're in the North Carolina, DMV, or Atlanta area, you know what I'm saying, and you are interested in taking part of the things that we bring to you all cities, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Inbox me what city you in and that you're interested. And if you're not aware of what we be doing in y'all cities, oh, by all means, reach out, find out, you know. But you know what? Other than that, you know what I mean? How was y'all day yesterday? Y'all get fat back? You know what I mean? You feel me? Y'all had people hating on y'all because y'all ate some food? Oh my goodness. It was so fun scrolling and shit and looking at who's a hater and who's a celebrator. Because it seems like you either one or the other. The people who wasn't doing neither wasn't saying shit on Facebook. But the people who was coming on Facebook was doing one or the other. They was either celebrating or they was hating. I'm so glad I'm back on the celebrating side. Me too. Yeah, I used to be a hater. Like, yeah, y'all some fucking coons. Y'all motherfuckers doing what the white man told you. And I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about it now. Like, damn, ain't no white man ever told me to go get no turkey and celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? The holidays and how they was made and what they brought forth. It's like, if you don't know, I do agree, you should know what this shit is about. You should have some knowledge of history of what went on. You know what I'm saying? But do I think that you should allow that knowledge to turn you into a Scrooge turn you into a hater of people who are coming together with their families and breaking bread. And yeah, like go sit down somewhere. You too woke. You need to go back to sleep. Matter of fact, go into a coma. I don't even like woke motherfuckers no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're doing too much. You woke up and you run around trying to tell everybody else to wake up, wake up, wake up. The point is, you just awoke. You ain't conscious yet. That's people talk about the conscious community, and the way they talk about it, I say they're talking about the woke community, because when you truly become conscious, you shut the fuck up about other people and what they do. You know what I'm saying? You available for education. You available for comment. You available if people want to know. But other than that, like, it ain't your place to be running up, slapping a cheeseburger out somebody's hand, telling them meat do this and cheese do this and bread do this. Like, you eat what you want. You let them eat what they want. You celebrate. And real talk, you want to know something? Most of the people that's hating on other people's religions and rituals don't have their own rituals. They hating and they don't have their own rituals. Yeah, that's why they like mad. Like, it's like, you mad because if you had your own rituals, you wouldn't have time to be worried about putting negative energy into somebody else's manifestation, because you bring your own manifestation out. It's like people be yelling out, Jesus is fake and Christians is this and y'all some followers, and then they go home and they light their altars and they give they venerations and they burn their ancestral money. And it's like, well, damn, can you come and show that Christian any more proof to your practices and beliefs that they could show to you? And motherfuckers be like, yeah, I'll do my works and I'll do my magic and I'll do this and I'll show them this. And I'll be like, and they have their God do the same thing. And when they come out with whatever they come out with, you be like, man, that's some bullshit. That wasn't no God. That wasn't no, hey, listen, leave people alone. One thing that I learned by studying magic is that Christianity is actually not just a religion, it's a magical cult. They practice magic. They practice sorcery, excuse me. So to everybody who's telling them that what they do is bullshit, well, that means you don't believe in sorcery at all. If you believe in sorcery at all, if you do any type of ancestral, celestial, cosmic venerations or works, then how can you dispute the Christians' work? I don't care what they call the energy or how they explain how they see the energy. They definitely dealing with sorcery. And when you get that many people on the planet seeing, believing, worshiping, and saying the same things all at the same time, to say that that shit has no motherfucking power at all, I say, that's interesting. Tell me more, you know? So I think that it would be wise of us to leave people to their own pleasures, their own worships, and their own rituals, and tend to yours. Make sure your work is strong. Don't worry about what theirs is. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. What y'all think? You know? Y'all feel like when you see somebody doing some magic or doing a prayer, you know what I'm saying? You need to stop them, tell them to shut up, stop with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, I don't know. People be brave out here. And I used to be one of them. But I mean, I am brave. But bravery is not a good companion to ignorance. Yeah. Bravery is a horrible companion with ignorance. It's good to be brave if you are intelligent or conscious. But if you are ignorant, bravery is your biggest downfall. Yeah. So I was brave and ignorant. But you know what made it even worse? I was wise. Right? You can't tell me I ain't wise. Like, I'm a wise individual. Like, been wise a long time. But I was ignorant and wise at the same time, and then threw courage on top of it. What a fucking mess. What a fucking mess I was. Yeah. You know, I had to get rid of the ignorance. So now I'm a wise man with courage. No ignorance. I had to get rid of the ignorance. The ignorance is ignoring. I was ignoring things. I was ignoring what I was seeing in the realms in my spiritual practices. I was ignoring things that I was learning in my own development. I was ignoring things that was coming through other people when I would trip sit or gatekeep or, you know what I'm saying, do entheogenic and shamanic practices with them. I was ignoring certain things for so long because it went against the grain with what I was teaching. So I was wise and ignorant and brave. And that's why I had the downfall that I had. That's why I went from a boss to a bum in 6 months. Ended up in European baths and custom models, wood, every corner of the house, into squatting off of 7 Mile in DeQuinder where you flush the toilet and you can hear that shit splash into the basement. Ew. Because of my ignorance, I ignored everything it was trying to show me, it was trying to teach me, it was trying to give me grace and pull me out of it. And I kept ignoring it. And it was like, okay, we'll just pull everything back. Because let me tell you, at one point in time, early on as a 5%er, because now I'm later as a 5%er because I'm still one, but early on, I used to just be like, ain't no God, ain't no spirit, ain't no ancestors, all that spooky spiritual shit these motherfuckers talking, they sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was my stance. Spirituality, man, shut the fuck up, man. Y'all with this spooky shit. You know why people talk about spirituality? Because they know you never gonna be able to tell them if they was lying or not. By the time you die, it ain't shit happening. It ain't shit, and they didn't live rich off of you and did the. And boy, the more I did them mushrooms, the more I went into them realms, and the more that these things started to reveal themselves to me and gave me the opportunity to what? You better change that shit you saying. You better change your views. You better, all right. But I couldn't. I had to stand on that shit because I was so brave. I'm running up, slapping shit out your hand. Fuck that shit. That's bullshit. Put that Bible there. Put that shit there. How I'm going to turn around and then be like, well, actually, there is spiritual presence in this world, in this realm. Actually, there, man, that shit, what? I done talked all this shit. My women looking at me, my children looking at me. Yeah, nah, keep ignoring that shit. Keep walking in ignorance. Until it was like, okay, we tried to work with you, but since you don't want to work with us, it's all about you. We're going to pull back and let you have it, doggy bone. And they pulled back and let me have it. And I failed. I lost my women. I lost my children. I lost my businesses. I lost my Mercedes. I like that car. Oh, my God. I lost everything. I lost everything. And I knew what it was, too. And so I pulled back and I gave up. I gave up the ego. I gave it up and I went through depression. You know what I'm saying? And what we call the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit right now, that house, because when they talk about it in the news, they said that shit all wrong. He told in the news, they said I acquired that house from a drug dealer. Like, that's not how the story went. You know what I'm saying? I was squatting and Spirit told me, you're going to keep going through everything you're going through until you get rid of everything we gave you. So the last thing I had was the Benz. I was not giving that car up. I'm talking about I was squatting in the house. I'm a bum. I'm damn near homeless. I ain't got no job, no money, no nothing, but I'm riding around in that Benz, baby. Oh, no. And it was like, yo, until you give up everything, you're going to stay in this position. I said, all right. I'm gonna fucking sell the Benz because I gotta get a crib. So I put my Benz up on Craigslist for sale. And 2 days later, no lie, a guy called me and said, hey, look, this is not a prank. This is serious. Just let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? He said, I seen your car on Craigslist. And I'm in South Carolina. I used to do real estate. I owned a bunch of real estate. And I got one house in Detroit left. And I'll trade you that Benz for that house. Like, what? Send me the address. I pulled up and it was a brick house. So I knew it got bones. I said it when I left. I said, if it's a brick house, I'll take it. I don't need that, right? Pulled up, it was brick. I went in the crib. I called my man back. I was like, I'll take it. He was like, well, look, I got to be 100 with you. It does come with a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, it's a young dude in there. You know what I'm saying? Sell dope and he go for bad. And anytime I sent anybody over the house, you know what I'm saying? He chase them off. He pull guns on them. He a wild nigga. I'm like, oh, that's it. I ain't worried about that. I'm a wild nigga. You feel me? So he like, you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. And so he sent a truck to pick the car up. and the title and deed to the house. I went downtown Detroit, made sure it was all real. They gave me the title and deed. I sent them the truck. Put a bottle of Sincere Mirage in the trunk, and I put a blunt in the glove compartment. So I'll be listening to that song. He said the Mercedes came with a blunt. I'll be like, oh shit, yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucker giving it to you, right, you know it's going. Yeah. But anyway, so that's how I got the house. So I go to the house, and I go in the house, and there's clearly somebody's stuff in here. I got the deed though. This is my house now. Mm-hmm. So I start looking for the dude, like everybody telling me this is the name of the dude. I'm looking for the name. I'm putting it on Facebook. Anybody with this name, I'm inboxing them. I put letters on the porch and in the house, right? So after about 2 weeks, and I came back in the house, and I seen that the letters that I left was like gone. They wasn't where I left them. So I'm like, oh, well, whoever being here seen it, seen me leave the message, my phone number, and ignored it. Mm-hmm. So at this point, fuck them. So I go in the crib. I tell my man Peasy, we go way back. He one of the only dudes know me from when I was like 14, right? My first main man's when I got to Detroit. Well, to where that hood. But anyway, so Peasy, we go way back. I'm like, yo, I got this new crib, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go clean up and all of this. And I'm telling him what the dude told me. So I'm like, yo, I don't want to get caught slipping in the crib. So while I'm here pulling stuff out the porch, watch out for me. So I go get Peasy. We bringing the stuff outside. Sure enough, after about 30 minutes, the dude pulls up in the middle of the street, hops out the car, gets, talking shit. He leaves the car in the middle of the street, so he's causing a scene. The fuck is y'all doing? Oh, y'all got me fucked up, man. Y'all motherfuckers trying to break in my shit. Nigga, I'll kill you motherfuckers. And me and Peasy just standing there, and he just going off. So I say, my man, why don't you chill for a minute? Well, let's talk. No, I don't talk. Y'all get the fuck out of my shit. I said, my mans, why don't you chill? I'm trying to, explain to you. No. I said, well, fuck it, Peasy. Let's just keep getting the shit. So we go back in the house because what I'm trying to do is calm him down because he's making a scene outside. I don't know these people. I don't know who's with him, who's not. I'm peeping. So I'm like, I don't know how to, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm telling Peasy, come on, let's go back in the house because I know he think that we shook and he gonna run up in there. So I'm looking at Peasy like when he come in and close the door. So we go in the house and he start, what? Oh, y'all think I'm playing? Oh, da-da-da. And he comes up behind us. And then when he walks in, Peasy behind the door, Peasy pushes the door closed. I just turned around and was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, what? I was like, what's up? You gonna do what? Man, I just started, talking shit. Man, I'll fuck you up, man. Talking shit. This my house, boy. Fuck you gonna do? And he turned around and seen Peasy. Peasy just standing there like, oh, Peasy's like a, cocky nigga and shit. Hefty nigga. Peasy just standing by the door. He like, man, look, man, let me up out of here, bro. What you mean, bro? You just said you gonna fuck me up, all that. Do what you gonna do. Bro, I'm saying, bro, open that door, bro. What is y'all do? I'm like, no, hold on. I'm trying to talk to you. He said, I don't want to talk, man. He said, I'm about to call the police. And he did. He called the police. I'm like, is you for real right now? Oh man, you gangster as hell. He just looking at me. So when we walk back outside, we start taking shit. We go, no, please don't call the police on us. We're sorry. We talking shit. We standing up porch doing just like that. So everybody outside like, what the fuck? So he come outside. Police get there. He pulls his ID out. It's got the address on there. He said, well, the police like, well, his address is on here. He live here. I take the cop upstairs. There's a hole in the roof. I said, look at this, man. I said, look at the sun. I said, you think he live here? He said, well, you still got to evict him. That's law. I said, all right. So we go back outside. And the dude was like, I told y'all. So as he's talking shit, I told y'all this and this and that. I turned to the officer. I said, so officer, how long do it take to evict a person? He said, well, it depends on if you got money or not. I said, oh, I got money. He said, oh, you could do it 24 hours. I said, all right, this stuff will be in the trash in 24 hours. And I started walking off. And the cop was like, yeah, he's going to evict you. And then the dude was like, yo, all right, let's work something out, bro. I ain't know. He just all of a sudden now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I gave him a week, told him get all this stuff, get his stuff out. And then I got the pad. When I got the pad, that's where I went into depression. I laid in that house for a year, just like, I'm not worthy. I cut my hair, right? Y'all remember my hair was gone. And I went through it and I gave up. When I'm saying I gave up, I'm saying I gave up the ego. I gave up everything that I was fighting to keep internally. And I made the admissions, and I made the corrections, and and then I had to come back and I had to publicly speak on all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a long, hard year. But after that, you know what I'm saying, I bounced back, and I was given clearance. You know what I'm saying? I was given clearance, and I rented the house over on uh, Greenfield, because I wanted to keep that as a community house. Whatever I had went through, all of that, it was like, this is gonna be the pad. You know what I'm saying? And I went and got Greenfield and opened up the house there, and that's when we started. And I was like, I got to get the pad fixed up so it can be represented as what I seen it as. And that's how everything got to where it was at. And then once I was there for a few years, got the house next door, and that was the House of Genesis. You understand? So when I say that I was a hater, and I was ignorant, and I was one of the people who would just fuck with people who celebrated and who did all of these different things, you know what I'm saying, for my own reasonings, yeah? Because I was upset at the life that I had lived, doing all of those things blindly, being forced into all of those things, right? And so really, when you see and hear these people who are doing this, they're battling with themselves. I'm gonna tell you right now, not people who don't practice, and not people who don't observe holiday. No, the people who don't do that and will shame others for doing it. Those people. You know what I'm saying? The people who don't practice and all of that, they just are aware. They're conscious. They know, like, okay, this is a waste of money. It's brainwashing. It is a lot of that, in there. And so they could choose to stay away from that. And then I think that a lot of those individuals get to a point where they see that it's really not about that, and that you can replace these things with your very own. Because let's be real, Thanksgiving is really just harvest season and giving thanks for an abundant harvest. Okay? As growers, we know, like, this is the season where all your crops just came in. You busting the weed jars open, you busting all the cans and the canning and the fruits and all the fruits off the trees, all of the greens out of the garden, all of the vegetables, all of that. Like, and now we're about to start canning and jarring it for the winter through the season. And we're grateful for the amount that we have. So while we're canning and jarring it, let's cook up some of all of it and invite everybody, because they're doing the same, and have a grand harvest. What's the white man government slavery about that? I had a very nice harvest as a grower. Hey, Vicky, peace of good morning. Kimberly, peace of good morning. You know what I'm saying? Is that a tie? Listen, Vicky said, is that a tie? Are you surprised, baby? Are you surprised,
Good morning,
baby?
Vicky.
You know what I'm saying? Is that a tie? It is. I got a few of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just wanted to come in and share those couple of words, you know what I'm saying? Just kick it a little bit, you know. We ain't talking about nothing. But yeah. So, pull those people aside that come to the events just to hate on them. Ask them what they really going through. You know what I'm saying? Give them a hug. Give them a hug. They miss their mama, their grandma, their father, the old times. I don't know what they're going through, but they're going through something. Yeah, anybody who hates on other people's happiness, come on. Let's just keep it real simple. A person that will get in the room and see a whole bunch of people happy, fuck the reason, and say, ugh, I don't like this, and I'm about to hate on this, and I'm about to stop this because it doesn't need to be happening. Wow, that's a thought process. What they have to go through to get that process. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I just wanted to come and kick with y'all on that real quick. Got some other things to tend to get to talk about. You might see me again. You might not. But today, do something for me, y'all. Some of y'all already know what it is. Tell somebody you love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace.